Hi, so today we're here with Scout Forsythe, and I'm going to ask her some questions about her past experiences in the past few months.
Hi, Robbie.
Hi. Okay, so she went to YGP France, and can you just talk to us about your awards and your experience?
Okay, well, I had an amazing experience in Paris. The atmosphere is so different compared to here. It's got such a culture in it and just history. So much history is back there, and just to see everything that you read about in books, it's incredible. By far that's the first thing. But then the YGP itself, that was incredible. The way they set it up was really, I thought it was a really great way they set it up. They had classes every morning before the performance, classes leading up. So they got to see the dancers not only just doing a variation on stage, but they got to see her, dancing and how she works in class, and that can affect the results sometimes. And also the scholarships there, having so many people there from Paris Opera, everywhere over in Europe, even ABT was over there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
dancing
so cool.
for them. So.
And can you tell us about what awards you received while there?
I got first place in senior age division classical and first place in senior age division contemporary. So I was so excited about that. That was incredible. And here they are. These babies are keepers. I also want to the competition there. It was a good competition there. All the girls were incredible, nice, so nice and so personable, and even though people were from such different cultures and languages and everything, you all have one thing in common: dancing. Yeah. So you all can kind of connect over that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And were there a lot of people from around the world?
Oh yeah, there was. Some just from all over. I met an Italian boy, a Belgian, everywhere there, and it was really cool to listen to all the different accents. I thought I had an accent because I wasn't from there, so I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And they were all like, oh, you're American. That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So did the time change affect you at all?
Yeah, I don't know if it's as much as the time change that affects me, it's the flying that really affects me.
Yeah, the flight was really long.
Yeah, it takes me, even when I go to New York, it takes me about 3 days to get back to a normal. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm kind of realizing I dance again, And I was so thankful to go to Royal Ballet before going over to Paris, and to be able to go there for the week, it really helped me get back kind of in the shape, and being able to take classes every day right when I got there really helped me out. Yeah.
And did the language affect you at all, getting around, and how did you get around?
I was so thankful I had Polina with me. Yeah, she's taking French right now, and she taught me right and left. I think it's a droite and a gauche, something like that, and that actually helped with the taxi drivers.
Oh yes, definitely.
Right and left, the one thing, Yeah. But language barrier, it wasn't that difficult. Most people in France, they speak English. They just don't like to. Yeah. It's not part of their culture. Yeah. So you kind of have to be really sweet and stuff. But it's best to write the address on a piece of paper and then just give it to them. Yeah. That's what we found out. That was easiest to the cab drivers.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
And did you walk to the theater? Because you talked about taxis and stuff.
Yeah, to the theater we rode in a taxi, but to the classes at Paris Opera, we just walked there. It was about a 5-minute walk amongst this beautiful circular, gorgeous lake in the morning, and there was frogs and birds and everywhere. It was a really pretty walk. They had a playground pool, and I stopped at.
I know, I saw pictures. Is it customary for your coach or teacher to go along with you? Because I've heard other people have brought their teacher along too.
Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know if it's customary per se, but I feel like it's kind of validation of the teacher to go with you and to help support you. I think it's a really good thing. I know it doesn't, sometimes it happens, it depends, it varies, amongst different studios, what the end result is, what kind of dancers you have. But I was so thankful that Mr. Max could come with me. I mean, he's just such a great support. He helped me just so much, and I really appreciate that he was able to come with me and help me on my journey.
How are the master classes compared to your normal style of training?
Well, it was different because we had different teachers each day.
Okay.
So, you know, you've got French from Paris Opera, you've got different styles from different places, like the Zurich teacher. I really enjoyed his classes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was similar to Max. He had more of kind of like a Russian style to him, Mr. Max. Style to him, and so I really like that class. The Paris Opera, you just get so much knowledge while you're there because you've got different teachers doing different things. So they'll find something on you, or they'll tell you something. Like when we were in class, we were doing a glissade pas de chat, and he was like, "Why are you glissading to the side? You're going front." So I had to do like a glissade to the front to get into it. So it's just like it's just different styles, and you know, you're with good girls, so it's fun class.
So you had offers from Royal Ballet and Paris Opera Ballet. Can you talk about them?
I don't like to talk about myself a lot, but I got Royal Ballet was very, very generous, and they offered me a second year in the school positions. So that was pretty incredible. I love the facility there. It was beautiful and breathtaking to be there and to have the different teachers, be with the students. Oh my gosh, those people are incredible over there. The dancers, amazing. And then Paris Opera, that was really cool because it's they offered me a 2-week summer intensive. So I mean, some people, you know, they're like, well, that's not that much, you know, but it's the first time in the 300 years of their existence that they're ever allowing people from the outside to come and be invited to their summer intensive. So that is a huge honor in itself. Incredible.
That's awesome. And you went to New York last week, or about a week ago, and to train at ABT. And what classes were you invited to at JKO?
At JKO, I was invited to the studio company classes, and I was able to get into the level 6 classes too because, you know, they had rehearsal. But that was a fun week because I went to the summer there. I went to the summer there this past summer, so I had a lot of friends there that stayed, and you know, I met friends over the summer. So it was fun to be in class with them and hang out with them outside, and that was a fun week. That was a good fun week. The classes, I just took the normal schedule.
Okay.
So I think we had Mr. Franco De Vita twice a week, twice that week, and then Miss Lupe Serrano once that week. Mrs. Van Hamel, who's Kevin McKenzie's wife, she taught, and then so then a normal day was like I do a 2-hour class, and then they either have pas de deux or variation, and we were doing peasant pas, so that was really fun.
Variation,
and then lunch, and then they would have rehearsal and I would go and take class with the level 6 at JKS. So, big day.
What time did your classes start at?
I started at 11
in the morning.
So nice.
Yeah.
It was so nice to go there, you know, 11 o'clock and kind of get the morning, and then ended roughly around 4:36, kind of that area.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Did you feel like the new kid in class? I know you talked about how there were people you knew, but I mean, how did that feel going in the middle of the semester?
It's definitely it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Because they've established themselves. Everybody knows the rankings in the class. They know what they're working on. Luckily, they only had a week back since the break, the winter break, so they were just starting to get back in the swing of things. So I kind of was trying to squeeze in there with them.
Get back in there.
I was thankful I had friends in class, so I could kind of ask, like, do you guys have spots? And, you know, they didn't really have spots.
Okay.
So, but I'd always ask, like, oh, is it okay if I stand here? Does someone stand here? I always ask that, just to be out of respect for the classmates.
And I heard you were invited to take company class by Paloma Herrera.
Yeah, that was really fun. We were in class on Thursday, and Mr. Franco De Vita, he came up to me, and he was very vague about it. He was like, tomorrow there's someone that wants you to come and take class. He didn't even say company class, he just said class at 10 o'clock. And my friend was listening, and he's like, company class?
Oh my gosh.
Like, just like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah. And I kind of had a feeling as Paloma, because we've been talking, but it was really fun to go in the next day and be like, oh, hi, Paloma. Like,
Who was in the classes?
So I went in, and once again, so thankful. There's apprentice people in there, and they were there during the summer, so I kind of knew them.
Yeah, that's good.
So thankful for that, and I was able to be like, okay, where am I going to stand, kind of thing. Definitely, once again, always ask, and they just said the students, and they kind of just stay on the outside, and then the principals get the middle bars. Yeah. And so us and company members. So I was in class, just kind of warming up. Paloma Herrera came in, and she came up to me, and she was like, oh, it's so good to see you again. And I was just like sweating and like, whoo, just nervous, but like a good nervous. And so she came in, and that was amazing. She's gorgeous, and she's doing her warm up and watching. And so we start class, and I think we're on plies, and David Hallberg. Oh, that was incredible. He runs in, and I was standing on the bar, and then there was a boy behind me, and then it was David Hallberg. Oh my gosh. So I'm just like I can see him, and you're just like his blonde hair. Yeah. He's just a gorgeous dancer. And so I was able to stand on the same bar as him. Oh, yeah. So cool. Yeah. And so he runs in, and I'm just like staring at his feet, kind of forgetting the combinations. Like, okay, back to reality. Yeah. But yeah, it was really incredible.
And did Kevin McKenzie teach your class, or was it somebody else?
No, we had someone else teach our class, but Kevin, he came down kind of probably like Petit Allegro in center, and he came down with Mr. Clinton, the ballet master, and they sat in and watched class. Okay, which was really cool. Oh yeah, it was really cool. And they do it often, but they kind of they knew when I was coming, and they knew Paloma had talked about me, so they kind of came down to observe how I danced.
Well, I'm sure you danced amazing because.
And all the classes were center. The center was in point.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was tough because we don't, it's not a normal occurrence for us. I mean, we're strong in point and stuff, but the first day I was like,
jumps and
I'm not jumping, I'm not doing soda shot and point shoes. And then luckily the company class was on the last day, so I was kind of used to getting point and center.
So Scout, she has given me a pair of signed point shoes to auction and to help me for my SI fundraising, and it's really kind of amazing to me because I look up to her in class, and she's like an amazing dancer, obviously. And I just want to let you know, for anybody who collects signed point shoes, they should check out my fundraising page to try to get Scout's point shoes. So
I've got them right here. They're kind of beaten up, like the strings coming off, ribbons are coming off, but these are the ones I wore in Paris, the YGP. So these are one of the pairs. That's so weird. Signed point shoes by me? Who would want that?
And you hand-cake them. Can you kind of explain how to do that? Because I know people ask about that.
Well, I used to use makeup, like kind of a powder foundation, and then I'd put water in it, mix it together, and then I would do that. But over the summer intensive, I learned ABT, they use calamine lotion. Oh, okay. Which is so much cheaper. Definitely. It's so easy because it's already in liquid form. But the problem people do with the calamine lotion is they put too much on. They just drown the shoes.
And it kind of makes them really stiff.
Well, yeah, because it wets them down. Okay. And then, so if they're sitting, with this smashed in and they dry it, then that's going to be smashed in. Because it dries the way, So what I do is I take a makeup sponge, the little triangular
Or the
ones.
circle ones? Or the...
Yeah, the
I know,
little
yeah.
foam triangular ones because those are just cheap.
Yeah.
And just, pour a little bit on there and then just start wiping constantly, around the whole thing. Get your ribbons and elastics too. Don't put it on the bottom and not the tips.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's pretty simple.
Okay.
I like the Count My Lash.
Yeah.
It looks pretty too.
Because it has to match your tights and
Yeah.
help take the shine away too.
Yeah, because the reason you want to match your tights is you want the line to look as long as possible.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
doing this interview. It was
Of
so fun.
course. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.